Who are we?
We are giant. Who are we? We are giant.
We are a band that's called Giant. My name, Jeffrey. Jeff.
I'm Bob.
Bobby.
My name's Fred.
Freddie.
My name, Peter.
Petey.
I got into music through my older sister. She used to play in a lot of hardcore bands. She would show me records and she taught me how to play guitar. I have known Bobby for a couple of years. We met through some mutual friends. We've known each other for a while. I met Pete through an ad that I posted on Facebook, Philly DIY musicians.
I'm from Facebook.
We started jamming. Pete and Bobby knew Jeff, and we all got together sometime in 2022 and started playing music, and the band came out of that.
I don't know. I'm not really a musician. These guys just found me and said, we're looking for a vocalist who's never taken music too serious, just wants to like have fun. It was like a passion project. But I love music, always loved it. I've always been like a lyrics guy, care about words. Always thought about that, I don't know. But yeah, it's a good time. These guys are really talented. It's fun to scream and sing and fool around with the boys. I'm inspired by everything. I'm inspired by these guys. When I write stuff, it's usually like, I'll hear one thing in a song. It could be like Real Good Powers, just from an MF Doom song. But a lot of like our lyrics start off as I'm just like writing stupid raps or whatever, and then I call it like going through a Fred filter, because he's a really good poet. I think so. He writes great shit, and he'll like kind of fine tune some of my stuff and be like, lose that one word, and I'm like, all right, yeah, you're right, and then like make it sound better and kind of flow with the music.
I think we're all big fans of like US Maple and like more, musicians that are more wiggly, wiggly style music.
I love Captain Beefheart, probably my favorite artist of all time. I think we all are really inspired by artists who don't sound like anybody else or like are really unique, and I think when we make music we kind of strive to try to sound pretty unique, I think, where we end up sounding pretty unique.
As far as like our inspirations go, we all have pretty similar tastes, and there's a lot of touchstone bands that we all love. This Heat, US Maple, Yahweh Nailgun, but we also will kind of fluctuate with what we're listening to. Sometimes it's free jazz, or recently we've been listening to like a lot of Chicago footwork music, and I think that really informs the music.
I think one time Bobby was like, let's communicate through moving, because it's like we're just jamming and it's like, how do you know like how this person wants the song to start sounding, and we're like just kind of moving around looking at each other. Like usually it's like, you start to communicate through that if you spend enough time practicing with people.
We'll just kind of jam out for a while and kind of go through like a lot of different phases of ideas, and like we'll just kind of throw shit and be like, oh, what if we did that, or like we'll write very much in concept, like what if we did one that's like kind of like or just like try to describe how it should move and kind of leaving it all up to each other.
Not moving around while performing is like kind of boring.
Yeah,
It's really fun to like fucking get into it. I don't know.
people give you their hard-earned money, and to just watch someone like stare at the ground the entire time, which is like great. There's a lot of really great ones, but I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to watch a performance.
Yeah, plus I'm not even playing an instrument, so like I have to I don't know, I want to entertain people when they come see us.
Yeah, I don't think I can help it when we play live. I stand up, I do stuff that I don't expect to do just because the music empowers me to,
Makes you do it.
just makes me do it. Yeah.
We like to move around a lot because we're very passionate. And I think it helps convey how we feel to people that come to a show and watch us. And we want to give them exactly the feeling that we get from
Yeah.
the stuff we make.
Yeah, very, very visceral. Like when we're in here, we're very like, you know, as soon as the door closes, you know, it's kind of shake off the day and just kind of do this.
I think what we're trying to communicate is a little bit different for everybody in the band. And it changes from performance to performance and song to song. I don't want to speak for anybody else, but we like to make something and give it up to other people and let it be theirs and let them interpret it how they wish.
I think it's cool to have art just be like up for interpretation. You know, it's not really up to us once it's out. It's like we make this precious little thing, but then it's time to throw it out to the world, and people can like it or hate it, and it's like not really up to us. But that's kind of the beauty of it. I think about, like, I've been watching a lot of David Lynch interviews and watching a lot of his stuff, and I feel like I think about art most of the time not in music but like in imagery. So like you know, how we move, how we kind of like facial expression or like that type of energy, there's not really words for it sometimes, but I think it's like a universal language of, like, you know, energy that hopefully people will feel that shit the same way we do. I don't know exactly like how to put it into words, but yeah, it's not really up to us, but that's the beauty of it, how it's perceived.
It's nice to relinquish control. Like, you know, as soon as you put it out there, or like, you know, even when you're up on stage and you're performing, or even when we're in here, you know, it's about not taking it too seriously. For me, at least. I
think when I see a show, my favorite shows are when it just feels like something happened rather than someone going through the motions. When I perform with Giant, I feel like genuinely like I would die for this. Like I feel like I want to give my all and like give all of myself to what I'm doing at that moment. And I think there's a certain catharsis in that, and I think people who witness it can sense that, because I've sensed it from other artists, and I can only do my best to like approximate that feeling. But I know the feeling when I'm about to perform is like sacrificial. I want to give all of myself to what I'm doing, and that's not so much the message, but more just the feeling I want to give out.
Almost ritualistic.
It almost feels like, what's the point if I don't feel like I'm about to like fucking die up there when I'm like literally trying to give my all to a performance and to the art. One day, it is kind of dramatic, because one day you're gonna be dead, and it's like, why make art if you're not spilling your fucking heart out? And it's more fun that way too. It's like nerve-wracking and way more rewarding. And then when people do feel it and they love it, it's like, that's the type of, you know, friends and fans that you want to make, is people that vibe with what, like, you know what I mean? If it's really you. But if you're up there trying to be something you're not, and then you get fans that like you for reasons that aren't true to you, that sucks. So I feel like we all kind of agree, like we just want to be authentic with what we're putting out, and like it comes from a good place, I guess, an honest place.
For me personally, a big thing about why I like being in this band and making the stuff we do is playing with these guys, especially. It feels like a very religious experience when you can get into something with other people and surrender yourselves to something higher than any one individual. And playing live is really great, because I feel like I can share that with other people who are not a part of the group, but I think that everybody can get that feeling, or at least I want them to have that feeling. I think it's wonderful.
our thing at first was like pure improvisational performance art almost, and because we jammed so well together. But I think more recently, like with the release of our EP Bicep, we took stuff that came out of like long extended jams that are informed by all stuff that we're influenced by subconsciously and consciously, and we basically boiled it down to like, I mean, the songs are like 1 minute to 30 seconds on the EP, and we've kind of, I think, honed in on concentrating it into a concise song that reflects our influences and stuff like that.
I think the biggest change that we've had in our music since we started is that we've been doing it long enough now to know who we are and how we play with each other and how everybody approaches music. The feeling hasn't changed, the sound changes constantly, and I think we like that.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely go through a lot of waves and phases and like surf through a lot of different things that sound vastly different than what we were playing like a week ago. And like whatever we end up still revisiting is kind of what we expand on. You know?
I don't know what to expect usually for week to week, and which is a really exciting thing. And we all, I think, really strongly know what we like and what we don't like. We feel pretty strongly about that, so
and we're vocal about it.
And vocal about it, yeah, absolutely.
We have this weird phenomenon where like everything that we really like and usually keep doing, we'll like end up writing 80% of it in like one night, like off rip, you know, like we'll just play it. We're like, oh, what was that? Let's keep doing that, you know? And
I feel like what you guys do usually is like we'll come in to the practice space, jam, like nothing on our minds, like let's just see what happens, and then we'll practice some shit, and then like, but in those jamming moments, sometimes like you guys will all look at each other and be like, that one's cool, and we're like, Pete's always recording everything, which is awesome. It's got like,
I have a problem.
It's the best problem. It's like easy to revisit that and like fine tune shit.
I'm kind of obsessive about it because I feel like for archival purposes and just to like never miss, because I feel like there's stuff you can go back and revisit, and we've revisited a lot of stuff, even stuff from when we first started.
A lot of the EP came out from the recorded like archive we have of all of our practices and jams, and from picking away at different ideas we had with varying degrees of ease.
That's true.
We had one song on the EP, Fossil, I think, where over 2 practices we finished the song, and then another song on the EP, Thump Man, I think took us about 2 months to put together, and we tried a bunch of different structures and ideas, and we would go back and listen to it, try something else that wouldn't work, and eventually we pieced it all together.
it's like Legos.
Yeah. The local scene has had a really strange impact on the band. I don't think any of us expected to make any friends with other bands or other people playing music, but we've gotten to interact with and meet with so many other wonderful people, like Gio and Rowan from Smallhead. They've helped us out so much by like helping us get on bills and like showing us other bands and like just being really great friends and wonderful people. We have so many friends like that either play music or just go to shows, and they've had, I think, an immeasurable impact on how we do things.
I think it's empowered us in a lot of ways. We've had so many great friends and people that come out to our shows, and even the people that aren't our friends that are at shows, the reaction we get is really encouraging.
We love everybody.
We've got more music, new songs.
Our old stuff is about to be our new stuff. Our first project.
We do have a back catalog, like
An obscene back catalog.
yeah. So it's like kind of not infinite, but we have a lot of stuff that we can rework, and we have stuff that we've already recorded that is nearing to be ready to be released.
Thank you.
Oh
no.
Scream! I'm fucked.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fuck you looking at?
Yeah. That's so good, yo. That has to be the very end.
Yeah.